There is a quiet moment most people avoid, not because it is loud, but because it tells the truth. It appears when the day slows down, when the noise fades, when there is nothing left to distract you from yourself. In that moment, you feel it, the weight of unspoken emotions, the pressure of expectations you never agreed to, the tiredness that comes from reacting instead of choosing. This is not weakness. This is awareness. And awareness is where emotional growth begins. Pause here. Breathe. You are not here to be perfect. You are here to become steady. Emotional self-growth is not about feeling less. It is about understanding more. It is learning to stand still inside yourself, even when life demands a reaction. Most people live at the mercy of their emotions, pulled by anger, dragged by fear, distracted by approval. But strength is not found in suppression, and it is not found in explosion. It is found in restraint. Ask yourself quietly, do I control my emotions, or do they control me? There is no judgment in this question, only direction. The disciplined mind does not deny emotion. It observes it, names it, and decides what to do with it. You do not need to respond to everything you feel. You only need to understand it. Self-control is not about force. It is about clarity. When you control yourself, you stop wasting energy on what does not deserve it. You stop explaining yourself to people committed to misunderstanding you. You stop reacting to words spoken from unhealed places. You stop chasing validation that never satisfies. Self-control is choosing silence when ego wants noise. Choosing patience when anger wants speed. Choosing dignity when pride wants revenge. This is not weakness. This is mastery. Ask yourself, what happens when I pause instead of react? In that pause, you reclaim power. A calm response is not an accident. It is trained, and training requires discipline. Discipline is often misunderstood. It is not punishment. It is alignment. It is doing what strengthens you, even when no one is watching. Emotional discipline means you do not let temporary feelings dictate permanent decisions. It means you do not make promises while excited or burn bridges while angry. It means you respect your future self more than your current impulse. Every time you choose restraint, you grow. Every time you delay reaction, you mature. Ask yourself, what kind of person am I becoming through my emotional habits? Your character is built quietly, in moments no one applauds, in choices no one sees. This is where real growth happens. Resilience is not becoming cold. It is becoming rooted. You can be sensitive without being fragile. You can feel deeply without breaking. Life will challenge you, not because it is cruel, but because growth requires resistance. Resilience is learning to remain open without letting pain define you. It is understanding that not every loss is failure. Not every delay is denial. Ask yourself, what am I learning instead of what am I losing? When you shift this question, suffering becomes instruction. You stop asking why this happened to you and start asking what this is shaping in you. This is emotional strength. You cannot control what happens, but you can control how you meet it. Most emotional suffering comes from trying to control the uncontrollable. Other people's opinions, their behavior, their choices. Let them go. Your peace is not negotiable. Your clarity is not dependent on approval. This is emotional mastery. You do not need to win every argument. You do not need to prove your worth. You do not need to be understood by everyone. You need to be aligned with yourself. Silence is not absence. It is presence. In silence, you hear yourself. In silence, you notice what truly matters. Not every thought deserves a voice. Not every emotion deserves expression. Some things grow stronger when left unspoken. Silence protects your energy. It sharpens your awareness. It teaches patience. Ask yourself, what happens when I stop explaining? Often, peace follows. Silence is a boundary, and boundaries are a form of self-respect. Your growth does not need speed. It needs consistency. Small, calm choices repeated daily create unshakable strength. Detachment does not mean you stop caring. It means you stop clinging. You care deeply, but you do not attach your identity to outcomes. You invest effort, but you release expectation. This creates emotional freedom. When things go well, you are grateful. When they do not, you remain steady. Ask yourself, am I attached to outcomes or committed to effort? Freedom lives in this distinction. Validation is loud. Character is quiet. Validation fades. Character endures. When you live for approval, your emotions are rented out to strangers. When you live by character, your peace is internal. Ask yourself, would I still choose this path if no one noticed? True growth is invisible at first, but it lasts. You do not need applause to be aligned. You do not need recognition to be rooted. You need integrity. Emotional self-growth is not dramatic. It is subtle, daily, intentional. It is choosing calm over chaos, depth over noise, character over reaction. You will not always feel strong, but you can always act with strength. You will not always feel clear, but you can choose clarity through restraint. Growth does not ask you to become someone else. It asks you to become stable. So move forward quietly, with patience, with discipline, with control. Let your calm speak louder than your emotions. Let your character outlast your challenges. And remember this, the strongest person in the room is not the loudest, not the fastest, not the most reactive. It is the one who has learned to master themselves. Stay steady, stay aware, move forward calmly,